speaking of Rex, coming from the other side of the flatbed at a full sprint is the doctor.
I turn around, I put the gun back in my coat really quickly. Do they have their documents and laptop and all that stuff on them? Yeah. Hello there. What happened?
Yes, excuse me, and they're gonna try to push past you to get to the door.
I kind of step in the way just a little bit.
There's not really time for this.
Yes, I know. I say, what about the documents and the laptop? Do you still have them?
Yes, they're back there. Please move out of the way, and they're going to try to get around you. Is there anything you would like to do to stop that besides just...
No, they answered my question. I absolutely let them. It's by all means.
Excellent. You see that they punch some code combination in and it unlocks. And the door opens, Boston, as you are heading directly to the other side of the room.
I want to say, as they get halfway into the room, you see Rex at the door, and he says, "Watch out, door sticks." And then you see the door shut, and you hear the again as he locks it from the outside.
Cool guy. Whatever. I'll just keep going. I have a gun.
Okay. Smokey, what are you doing in this particular moment? What is your trajectory?
So I'm gonna wait a minute and realize that doctor's gone, and so based on my knowledge of where everybody is located, I know that we need to get to... is everybody referring to the back of the train as the data car? Got it. Okay.
I'm heading to the
chemical
head,
car. I flippity-flopped it all. So I was thinking the engine... It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'm going to head to also back of the train. In my head, for whatever reason, because of how you listed them here, I imagined...
The other way?
Yep.
Totally fine.
So I'm going to go to the data. We'll head in that direction until I run into somebody that I know. But I'm going to be I'm going to try to be kind of aware, but also she kind of at this point is I'm getting fucking too old for this shit. So she's going to...
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Until she runs into somebody she knows. Or doesn't, I guess.
Excellent. As you begin to make your way out, Clifton and Chester, you said that you were heading towards where the rest of them basically are heading, right?
Well,
towards...
I think Clifton was. I was actually going to send the drone with him and stay in the
Ooh.
Drone. I'll hang out with the drone. Yeah, my plan was to just run, I'm just going to go in a straight line and help whoever needs help on the way down. Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of power walk your way through the holding cells, everybody here is in a state of either confusion or stabilized or anything. No one seems to immediately need your assistance.
Great.
So you're able to fairly quickly catch up to Smokey. The two of you make it to the flatbed.
yeah, flatbed.
Yum!
Delicious.
I've got spars on the brain, y'all.
Let's go.
And you see Rex outside of the science car.
I'm walking towards the I'm still looking back at the science car, but I'm walking towards the holding car, almost smirking. Oh, hey.
Yeah, hi. So we've reestablished communication with that's all done. How's securing the compound going, team?
It's going well. I have Boston on it right now.
Alone?
Handling it. No, the scientist is with him, escorting him to...
You asked me to take the scientist back that way. She said I gotta go, so I let her
you
go.
clearly did your job incorrectly, so you won't be expecting a bonus this year.
Oh, honey, I never expect a bonus. Let's be honest.
Let's be real, they don't ever give them.
They don't
When
do
the
that.
There's always
hell has
some
a bonus
excuse.
ever been on the table?
We can at least be honest about that.
Did you see the scientist's documents or the laptop?
She left them all where you wanted her to leave them. But then
The
she thought
holding
of
cell?
something and she said, I gotta go. Is that the name of the car? Sure, it's that one.
Did she,
Where the viscera is.
Did they leave it next to the train people?
Yeah, wait, can we actually... I think I might want to go back to the holding cell and, like, maybe let them leave that cell because there is viscera all over it and they're currently
No.
under some immense stress and it's probably not great for them to be surrounded by human bits.
Clifton, no. This is why I make calls and you follow them.
Right.
No, we are not going. No, they
Okay.
are staying in the holding cell because that is the
Great.
best cell designed for them.
The one that was blown open.
Yes.
Interesting theory. I'm gonna go back this way and check on Chester then.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Wait, just
What's
a second. I just think we should maybe discuss the fact that you have secured everybody back there, but we
Yeah.
have Boston heading literally into danger, and the rest of us are standing here, and our one medic is considering going back away from
Okay,
where the
all right.
danger
Yeah,
is,
no,
and I'm just...
no, I hear
think
it,
we
I
should
hear
go
it.
to Boston. I think
Yeah.
that might I understand they're important, but they're also secure right now, and Boston is not.
Boston
you're right.
is
Three
a
of you-
trained Wuhan Baxter soldier, and I think they will be just fine.
The three of you on the flat bed see coming up you're on a very slight curve, but you see coming up that you are headed into a tunnel.
I
It's about to get
preemptively
dark.
pull out my medic pen light just in case I need it when it gets very dark. And I'm gonna oblige Smokey's request and start heading back on the train and start going towards my original goal, which was to help Boston Rob.
Do I probably have like a tactical flashlight of sorts for when I crawl into tight, tiny spaces to fix things?
I think you actually...
My loadout says compact toolkit. In my personal toolkit, I have a flashlight.
Yeah.
Does that count?
I would say so.
It's just small, itty bitty, just a little.
Yeah,
one,
like
just a little,
maybe you have like one of those like multi-purpose tools that has like a little tiny like screwy little...
Oh,
teeny
love
tiny-
that. Perfect.
As you both, I guess, blow past Rex despite his orders, Rex continues into the holding cell, but he yells back, "Watch out, the door sticks!"
Thank you.
Yeah,
He's so
great.
kind.
Yeah, he's the best. Love that guy.
So before you all... oh, go ahead. Continue.
No, please, no.
We're gonna cut back into the science room with ye olde Boston and the doctor. The doctor doesn't even like really pay you any mind. She just goes very quickly to the door and says, "Excuse, you don't have to. I just need to make sure that everything is okay on the other side of here.
Right.
Could you take a step back?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, no. Sorry, I don't usually take steps back.
All right. Okay. And
But I'm
they're
happy
going
to accompany. If you want me to go first, I can go first to make sure everything is all right.
They push the door button,
Or,
open button.
By all
to go.
means, after you.
As the door kind of slides open, there's this wave of kind of like smoke, but like dry ice smoke, and it kind of washes out, and the doctor disappears inside of this kind of cloud of white smoke, almost. It definitely is more chemical than it is like burning, fiery smoke.
I drank an unknown substance. I'm gonna walk
You
into
sure
this
did.
smoke.
Excellent. The inside of this car is lined with some kind of dark metallic lining. In the middle of this car was a large metallic cylindrical storage unit of some kind. It used to have a lot of hoses and wires connected to it. I say used to because it is tipped completely over. So you can see the bottom of it as you walk in, as this kind of smoky substance starts to clear a little bit. But you can see that there's a bunch of these wires and tubes that have disconnected, and this kind of like smoke is billowing out from whatever was pumping into this storage container. And you can see that the doctor has made their way very quickly to the other side of this large container and has disappeared around it.
Maybe be careful. The glass. I don't care anymore, really. What was this shit? Come on, let's go. Is this your asset? Looks busted.
As the door opens for Smokey and Clifton, were you going as well, or did you head back to? You're both going in together?
Yeah,
okay, perfect.
I'm going with Smokey, yeah.
Perfect. As the door opens, Boston, I'm going to need you to make another body check for me.
I don't like those. 9.
9. Fantastic. So you succeed.
Yeah.
You feel like this kind of like weird like pulse, like sometimes when you feel your heartbeat in your stomach, and the only thing that you feel is like that's weird and hasn't happened very often. But as you and Smokey and Clifton, you see that there's this like kind of low-hanging white foggy type stuff that's coming out of the open door in the next car. You see, or rather you hear, Dr. Giblialti kind of talking to something, as like one would talk to like a pet, kind of like little like, you know, nonsense cooing sounds and everything, and then you hear this sickening crack. And a lot of very strange, gooey, and not so pleasant sounds coming from the other side of this canister. You all three hear that.
Neat. Seems stressful.
Does seem stressful. I would like you all to gain 1 stress.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
From
so
hearing some
dope.
terrible
Interesting,
things.
fun.
Everything's going great.
Interesting and
I
terrible
feel
and fun
so
things.
good right now.
Great.
My nose is bleeding from not succumbing to that like body roll just now.
Yeah.
Ah.
What would the three of you like to do? Nothing has happened immediately.
Can I get lights? I'm gonna be like, put lights over there. Can I get
Yeah.
some fucking light over there?
I oblige.
My other hand is just a gun.
I also have the
Okay.
drone. for all of you.
Oh yeah, the drone. Yeah.
Oh, you do have the drone. We
Send
love
the
a
drone.
drone.
And the
What
drone,
do you see,
as
drone?
established, has a light.
That is true. You send the drone in there, and it's a little bit weird to see with the fog and everything that's in here. The light's kind of bouncing off of that a little bit, but as the drone gets a little bit closer, Chester, you at the very least see before everyone else does, where Dr. Gibralti was standing is a semi-humanoid. It probably was the doctor because it's still wearing bits and pieces of the lab coat, but the body has stretched and kind of turned a little bit chitinous. Instead of having the arms of a human, there's kind of these almost exceptionally elongated pincer-like fingers, and the head and neck have been stretch out. It still has the doctor's face, though. So, cool. Chester, you absolutely immediately need to take 1 stress and roll for burnout.
I think Rex is the only one who doesn't know about
All
this
right.
situation at the moment.
Got a 6 out of 4. So
Just
Fantastic.
papers.
It's company documents. Hooray!
I have the asset. They gave me a vial of it. I gotta get the papers. Job done. What's wrong?
Obviously.
So easy.
This is not something necessarily that Chester you've seen. You've seen some wild shit in your time, but this is a new one. That used to be a human being at one point. Now it kind of is, maybe a little bit. The rest of you in this room, as the drone kind of is flying overhead, you see this the face of the doctor kind of peer around the corner. And for a moment, things seem fine until the rest of the body also follows along, and you see everything that I described with the too long neck and the weird chitinous bits and bobs on them. So at the point where you can all see this figure, I would like you all 3 of you to take stress, and also all 3 of you roll for burnout.
It's gonna be bad.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Boston.
I'm
stressed right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at 6. I rolled 3.
The
So.
door to
Okay.
Nick. Shame about that sticky door.
Damn it. Okay,
I
I'm
am
very
at-
sorry.
Nope, that's fine. You're going to roll a d10, and you want to roll above your current stress.
Yeah, I'm at 3 and I rolled a 2.
You
Yeah,
rolled a
I'm
2.
at-
Fantastic. 2 people
Yeah.
burnt out.
Yeah,
I did it. I rolled a 7.
I have a 9 on
Fantastic.
my burnout.
Okay, great.
-1 to all rolls for 1d10 hours, which is basically
Fantastic. Which is going to be the rest of this, so you'll either live or die. So, John.
Yes.
So you rolled. What did you roll?
I rolled under bad things.
Right, but what?
It's 5. He's got a 5.
Yes.
Oh.
So, you get +1 to all rolls for
Sick.
the next
Right.
2 minutes. So pretty rapidly.
All right.
Yeah, you burn out in a good way.
You burn out in a good productive way for just 1 hot second. But this kind of strange hybrid creature is around here, and you can see that it's like kind of like bobbing its head back and forth, and its body's kind of undulating in like an opposite direction as it's like looking at you. And you can see like the jaw, there's like a little bit of like this strange liquid coming out of its mouth that looks very similar to what you drank, Boston.
He'll
And
drink Sprite.
and the jaw starts to open, and then it continues to keep opening. And it is going to initiate combat. So we're going to do combat for the first time ever. I don't think I did an official combat ever. So,
Well, so
friends.
you're not supposed to. It's
Okay,
bad.
well-
It's always bad.
it's always really bad. Excellent. You will all be acting prior to the monster.
Thank God.
Bless.
Boston will drop the flashlight, and I'm
Okay.
gonna take this grenade out, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Stitch,
call.
you still have that gun?"
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. I'll look at the two of them, and I'll be like, "You guys gotta get out of here," and I'll just weapons free to city it, and I'll
Okay.
just start unloading into it. I have an 8 for a hit.
They're going to try to avoid it. That's what they're going to do.
I've
Which
seen,
I
like, big
don't. They
dodgers.
do not succeed.
Okay, so it takes a slug.
Perfect.
So,
So your first shot strikes true. Practice well aimed, even at this monstrous creature. But you've seen your fair share of monstrous creatures before, so that's not a big deal.
aware turns. I choose 2, so I attack, and I'm going to perform an action, which is I'm gonna thumb the pin out of this grenade and
Okay.
hold it.
Perfect.
So the handle is still there.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna dead man's trigger this thing.
Excellent. How terrifying. How terrible.
It's in the air. You guys should see this grenade now held above my head.
Yes. Yes. The two of you, as well as Chester, you see grenade. Before we move on to Clifton, Rex, did you just what are you doing right now? You said that you went back into the holding car. You were
I
gathering
went
up
back into
papers
the
and
holding
stuff.
car because I wanted to pick up the laptop and the papers. To be clear, I did not re-lock the door. I just made an ominous warning that it sticks to cover my ass, but it didn't. You know, I legally said it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's convincing. And you all saw me on the fucking cameras pointing a gun at the door, so I don't know how convincing it was. But yes, I just went to the holding car, and I'm just looking for the papers and the laptop, and I'm just gonna pocket them.
Okay. The laptop you wouldn't necessarily be able to pocket, but you could definitely
I'll just
have
hold
it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere on board like a briefcase or something I can slam it in, but for now I'll just freehand it. And then after I get those, I was just gonna head to, I guess, Chester, who's in the what's it called? Which car are you in, Chester, right now? Because your drone is somewhere, right? You're physically somewhere else.
It's in the engine.
Security.
Yeah, I'm in
You're
security watching the
Okay,
cameras.
I'm gonna go to security and hang out with you. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, Rex, as you enter security, you start witnessing these things unfolding, including from Chester's point of view with the drone, this terrible, terrible monster. And I would like for you to also take a stress, and I would like for you to roll for burnout, which I don't think you've taken really much stress these
My second
days.
stress,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
which to an executive feels like the end of the world. Too stressed. Just, ooh, that's a lot.
This is what you've all been dealing with? Jeez.
I got a 5 over 2, so I'm good.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
fix this
So it's like, that's not.
The situation seems to have escalated.
Is that your asset?
No. But it is a complication, that's for sure. Can you get a hold of head office?
Sure, why? You're gonna order a pizza for it?
You can say that.
Say that.
Very good.
They're learning.
You're fired.
But, yeah, I'll radio and connect him.
Okay. Yeah, you get connected very quickly. And you hear, ARC team, there seems to be some sort of altercation happening. We saw shots fired. We would like an update to your situation.
Situation seems to have escalated. We do have asset in control. We have documentation in control. There are casualties. Rex assumes. Like, he literally hasn't checked to see if anyone's been killed by the monster yet, but he's just gonna assume everybody that's in the chemical car is dead. And not even checking or anything. There's been a few casualties of ARC team, but job complete. Please send rescue helicopter.
Wait,
we
who
will
died?
scrap test subjects if needed.
Mr. Coolidge, we're getting some strange readings coming from the back section of the train. Are you certain that the asset has been attained?
Suddenly he realizes that the asset wasn't just a vial of stuff. Please confirm, asset is chemical in nature, correct?
The asset is XT171. You were briefed ahead of time, were you not, Mr. Coolidge?
I was. XT171 is chemical in nature, correct?
That is incorrect.
I'm gonna throw my envelope at him.
Mr. Coolidge, it seems as if you said that things have escalated, and if that is the case, your mission parameters have changed. We do require you to subdue XT171 before the train reaches the station. If you do not subdue within the remaining time frame, the airstrike will be reinstated. Please note that you have, at this time, 30 minutes. And communication is broken off.
Maybe you should have read it.
So, Clifton, on your turn in combat, you may do 2 of 3 things. You can perform an action, move, or attack.
Yeah. Right. I don't have anything to attack with. Is there... interesting. Is there... I think I want to move back into the not chemical. I want to move back into the science car.
Okay.
And look around to see if there's any maybe big vial that says throw at monster. If
Bad monster juice.
in case of emergency, break this on monster.
Sure.
Something along those lines.
You can very easily see that there's a lot of things that have vials and stuff in them that you could throw at anything, such as a monster. Whether they're bad monster juice or good monster juice or like tingly monster juice. I mean, it's hard to say.
Okay. Great. I think I'm just gonna grab like, I don't know, an empty vial and maybe just huck it at the thing.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a larger like empty beaker, kind of like a just like a large like hand size beaker that you can chuck at it if you would like.
Yeah. We're gonna do
Fantastic. So we're gonna make ourselves an attack roll. Just do good.
6 and a 4.
That's actually quite bad. So you failed that, which means you do take a stress. Woohoo! Woohoo! The beaker hits the wall and just shatters, but not in a helpful or good way.
Sorry,
Thanks, mate.
I'm just like throwing spaghetti at the wall, kind of literally.
Beakers at walls and stuff.
Throwing beakers at the wall.
Run.
Okay.
Perfect. So that was your move and an attack technically. Smokey. Or Chester technically. If there was anything that you wanted to get your drone to open the door, right?
Yeah, just have it wide open. In case
if it's not locked, that's easy enough to do. You do notice that you are very thoroughly in the middle of this tunnel, by the way. Smokey.
I'm gonna look at Rob, who, Boston Rob. Are you gonna you're not doing what I think you're doing, are you?
I'm gonna blow this thing up with this grenade that I have in my hands.
You're not gonna blow yourself up too?
Depends on how fast y'all move.
I have to say that's ill-advised.
I wasn't. Thanks for the prescription.
I just look.
We are in a tunnel, so I don't know. That seems bad.
This
I don't
seems
know.
bad.
It does, and I know we're in the middle of it right now. We probably shouldn't be having this conversation either.
Try not to.
But I understand that. But you're about to throw a grenade at something where there's chemical compounds out in the open that could exacerbate the explosion, and we're in a tunnel, which means that we all die. So I'm begging you to please reconsider your move, please.
I'm a think second type of person. So
I understand that, and I don't know how you survived, but I prefer you didn't. And I'm gonna take my weapon and hit the face of the monster.
I just want you to be okay. You're gonna hit the face. Excellent. Go ahead and roll the fight.
I don't have that. God, that didn't fuck with me. I got 2 9s. My mic just fell apart though, so I don't know what that means.
Fantastic.
2 9s. I do have to fix my mic though.
Okay.
She did.
We're not the only ones who are buckling under stress. Okay, it is going to try to body this. And it succeeds. So I believe that means while you did hit, it does no damage. You had 2 9s. Never mind. No, then.
Double 9s, almost Snake Eyes, but better.
Yeah.
I am gonna need to unplug my mic for a moment in order to fix this. Will you need me, or are we moving?
I don't believe you get one more like action situation thing. You can do an action or move around.
Sure. That sounds great. I will move away from this thing, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna move towards Clifton, I think, probably.